fuck does that, first off?
Take notice to it now. You're going to notice it, and so are every person listening. People with infants and newborns want you to, like, notice and acknowledge their baby and be like, oh my God, it's so cute. Really? I don't fucking care about your baby's headband or your baby's booties.
I mean, I will be honest, like, if I'm walking my dog and you don't say hi to my dog, I kind of get annoyed.
That's different. I like dogs. I don't like babies. That's different. Hey, guys, and welcome back to Raw and Unsolicited with me, Ryan.
And me, Andrew.
Today, we are going to talk about something that I've been talking about for a while with a lot of the people around me. And now I want to really just dive into it. What grinds your gears?
Who the fuck even says that? Grinds my gears.
What really annoys me? What pisses you off about humans?
What gets under my skin?
What gets under your skin? This episode could have a lot of names now. But like, when I hear what grinds my gears, I always think of like that Family Guy episode that I had just posted on our page.
Mm-hmm.
And like, he just like, you know what grinds my gears? And like, he just dives in. So give me something to grind your gears.
Where do I
Do you have a lot of things? I feel like I have so many things.
I do. I have so many things, but I'm also like, I'm a Virgo, so I'm very particular.
You're never pleased.
Right. So like lots of things get under my skin.
I literally asked the one girl at work today, and Andrew, I kid you not, she listed off like 15 things in 4.8 seconds. And I literally never laughed so hard. I mean, I have laughed hard like that before, but I was like, bro, I was like, and she just kept going. So Paige, if you're listening, text him what you said, because I forgot already.
You want to know what
she listed so many and I died.
You want to know what the most one of the most like pettiest, stupidest, littlest things that just grinds my gears?
Me.
Well, yes. But that's big. That's not little and stupid. That's big and terrible.
You're saying that big and smart.
Anyway, tape. When
Scotch tape?
When there's like tape stuck to things, like if like you taped something up and then ripped it off, but then there's still fucking tape sitting there.
Yeah, you're a fucking lazy pig.
Like that. Oh my God, it drives me insane.
Like how you taped up, like you tape the corner of a flyer, and when you rip off the flyer, the corner stays like that. Yeah, no, I'm the same way.
Yes.
Roll that shit in a little ring of tape so you can pop it right off. Right? Am I wrong?
Just like, and like just ooey, sticky things. Like when there's like the residue after you peel something sticky up or something like that. Just, it all just.
Like after you take a Band-Aid off and you're like your nail and your finger, like, you know what I'm talking about? If you wear a Band-Aid for like a couple days.
Yeah, sure. I know what you're talking about. Yes.
But that's what you're talking about.
But that doesn't piss me off because it's on my hand. I'm going to go wash my hand.
Okay.
But like when I, like there's residue like sitting on a fucking table or a wall or something.
Like a movie theater floor.
Yes. That's exactly what I'm talking about. But that's one of the stupidest things. What are some of the things that grind your gears?
I would like to find something that was like that stupid that bothered me. Oh, I think I have one. People that cut their toenails and fingernails indoors.
Who the fuck cares?
Because I don't want your fucking toenails and fingernails ricocheting into my like personal space.
Well, they always did when we left together.
Yeah, but you tried to be discreet about it, and so did my ex. Yeah, like you guys would. But I always go outside to clip my fingernails, even in the winter.
Okay.
Is that weird? I just think it's gross.
It's
and they
not,
freak me out.
like I get it, but like
that's like a stupid thing. I don't know why it bothers me when fucking people chew with their mouth open.
Well, duh. That's just terrible.
Like, what is it, mesothelioma or whatever? What's that called?
Mesothelioma?
What is it called?
No.
What is it called that people chew?
I don't know.
Look that up. Alexa, look that up. There's like a funny, not a funny word. It's like misophonia. What is it?
I don't know. Let me look it up.
What is mesothelioma?
That's a disease that you are entitled for compensation.
Oh, like our last episode. What is it when you chew your mouth open? Are you looking it up?
Misophonia.
Yeah, see, I was close.
No.
Mesothelioma. Did I even say that right? I don't even know if I'm saying that right.
Are driven to panic and rage by certain small sounds.
Yes.
Chewing, slurping, and gulping.
Like wet. People that chew like a wet mouth. You know what I'm talking about? When you're like, oh, if your jaw pops. Ugh. You know, I would yell at you all the time.
So,
I'd be like, is it good? It fucking it sounds good. Like, I hate when people chew.
Mesothelioma is a tumor of the tissue that lines the lungs, stomach, heart, and other organs.
Well, that's what I get when you chew with your mouth open.
And that happens a lot from people that were around asbestos.
Asbestos.
Yeah.
Is that why they're getting compensation because they were?
Correct.
I got it. How about you? Let's ping pong this. Let's ping pong this episode back and forth. Like you pick, I pick, you pick.
I hate liars and hypocrites.
Is that really like a thing that I guess it does grind your
Oh
gears?
my God. Like somebody who is hypocritical, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, do not sit there and preach and preach and preach and then fucking do it. Like,
I mean, a lot of people do that.
It drives me insane. It drives me insane. And I will call you out on it in a second.
As you should with liars too.
And I will do that. Like, when it comes to being hypocritical, I'll do that to my fucking boss. I'll do that to anybody. Like,
Good.
Do not be a hypocrite about something. Like, I don't care. Like, there's a lot of things. Like, I won't call you out on shit, like, for you doing things or saying things. But if you're being a hypocrite about something, I will call you out on it instantaneously.
Yeah. Why don't you call liars out right away, or do you?
I mean, liars, but most of the time I'm just like, all right, fuck you. Like, I've lost respect for you at this point. Like, I just don't care. Like, lie, like, whatever.
Why do people lie, though? Like, what is the purpose of it?
I don't know.
Especially when it's...
I mean, I think that sometimes it's about, preventing hurting someone's feelings, or it's about like a little white lie or a fib or like something like that where it doesn't really hurt somebody. But to like actually genuinely lie about something, I don't really know.
I just think it's stupid.
Well, why did you lie to me?
Because when I lie, I have to remember what I lied about, who I lied to. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't lie anymore. I don't think I ever... Did I lie to you?
You did. I don't remember what it was about, but I just remember like...
I was like really early on, didn't
Yes.
I think I remember you calling me out for that.
Yes.
Should have ran then.
I should have. I totally fucking should have.
Should have been a red flag.
Red flag
No, I'm kidding.
galore.
I do remember you calling me. I don't remember what it was about. But no, I don't have time for it now because then you have to remember it. And then maybe the lie I told you the lie is different than I told to Peggy Sue. And then Bob knows it. Like it's too much. Just be honest. Just roast people.
Right.
Is this my turn now?
It is your turn.
Smokers that not force it on us, but leave all the disgustingness that has to do with smoking near us and around us. Like, why are your cigarette butts all over the ground? Why are you throwing them out your window? Why do I have to smell like it? Why, like, it's disgusting. Why do you walk by my flower bed and put your cigarette? Like, you're disgusting.
Yeah.
You should be forced to eat your cigarette butt. You're already smoking it, so what's the difference? Why can't you just fucking eat it? Am I wrong?
I mean, no.
Like this, it's such a gross
eating,
habit.
yes,
People
that's
just
kind of stupid, but
just flick it into the streets and out into the ocean.
yeah, it's
and
fucking disgusting.
it's foul. It's fucking foul. So just because you have a disgusting habit doesn't mean you need to fucking force it on the rest of us and kill sea animals at the same time. Get your life together. Start vaping. Kill yourself secretly or silently. Isn't that what this vaping does now?
I don't know.
If they're saying vaping like kills you, but like,
I don't
it's
know.
all stupid.
I don't care. I don't smoke.
You know
I
what?
don't vape. I don't
Speaking
do
of
any of it.
vaping, that is another thing that grinds my gears. How people use it as like such a fucking crutch, and it doesn't like leave their hand or near their face the whole time. Have you ever noticed that? People will like sit at a bar and hold it like a fucking binky and just fucking get ready for like the next chance you're gonna suck on it. Like, you need to fill your time with something else. So is at that point, is it an oral fixation? Is it like a hand? Like, what is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Put your finger in your fucking mouth. I don't know. Both things are just fucking stupid to me. I don't get it. Maybe because I've never done it, but it's fucking stupid. Especially watching these like young little loser kids fucking holding on to this vape as they stood at a bar or they got to dinner with their family just waiting for the next puff. Like, you look like a fucking tool. And now they have necklaces to hold your vape. You're a fucking loser too.
Really?
You look like a fucking loser with your vape hanging around your neck. Next, you're going to be like fucking vape earrings. Get a life.
Have you ever
Suck
hookah?
a dick. Suck a dick.
Have you ever hookah?
I believe I have. That's like the thing that has like a bunch of tubes coming out of one.
Yeah, it's a hookah.
I'm just trying to describe it in my... Fuck you. Yes, I've done that, I believe. Where and when, I couldn't tell you, so that's why I'm saying maybe.
Got it.
I feel like that's something I would have tested. Isn't it just like vapor, though?
It's literally a form of vape, yeah.
Yeah, so I think I did. So am I now a hypocrite?
I mean, a little bit.
But like, it's something I've tried. I'm not sitting here just like fucking hookahing as we're
No,
like on the podcast.
I know, I'm kidding.
I don't know. Have you ever tried any of that?
No.
Smoking, I think I tried like one puff of a cigarette. I was like, ew, why
Same.
does anybody do this?
Same.
I don't get it. I really don't get it.
It's gross. It's disgusting.
And then you smell and your fingers smell and your hair smells and I'm sure your pussy smells when guys are eating it and stuff like, does your cum smell like cigarettes? Or you're coming in people's mouth?
You've sucked smokers' dicks before.
I don't remember.
Then it didn't.
You won't even kiss a smoker, right?
No.
Because it's gross. Like, I don't blame. I'll kiss a
disgusting.
smoker.
No, it's
I
disgusting.
don't remember if their semen tastes like it or not. I'll have to try it again. I'll get back to you on that. Any smokers, hit me up. I'm just kidding. What about you? What's up? You're up this time.
I don't know. I don't.
All right, I have another one.
Okay.
Your time is not more important than mine, no matter who you are. Right?
Oh, that's a big one.
Don't be fucking late.
Mm-hmm.
If we make a time, fucking be there. Your time is not more important than mine. We are sharing the same time in the same world, and we're doing the same thing, trying to get the most out of our lives. If you're not because you want to brush your hair, comb your fucking hair, or you ride a scooter to work, give yourself fucking more time. Your time is not more important than mine. Also, as a leader in a business, why do you think you can just stroll into the fucking job 4, 5, 6 minutes late when I got here 4, 5, 6 minutes early? It ain't fair. We all are doing the same thing. 15 minutes late or 15 minutes on time. Or what is the saying? 15 minutes early is on time is late, and late is not acceptable. That is a corporate rule I've always followed my whole life. Even though I was late for work this morning. So I'm not going to lie about that.
So you are a hypocrite again. So you're being a hypocrite about the lateness.
But I stopped
you're
to
being
get now.
a hypocrite about the
hookah,
no.
vaping.
You're being a hypocrite about the wasting people's time. Remember that time that we were supposed to come here and we were supposed to record, and then you didn't show up? Remember that time?
No, see,
remember that time? Remember? Yeah, I'm on my way. You told me you were on your way for 40 minutes straight, and I said fuck you and laugh. Yeah, hypocrite. Your time ain't more valuable than mine.
It's not, and that's why I'm here to call myself out.
Yeah, you never even fucking apologized.
Yes, I sure did. I have a text.
You probably did.
I always apologize for my mistakes because I don't have any shame in doing that. Another thing, I wish more people would fucking apologize when they're wrong or admit that they're wrong. It ain't that hard. We all make mistakes. We're fucking human. That's why pencils have erasers, because we all make mistakes.
That is correct.
Pens now have erasers.
Some of them.
But I'm just saying.
But if it's an erasable
you can
pen,
even
is it
erase
worth
more
it?
permanent things in your life.
I know. We have magic erasers now.
That's what I'm saying.
We can erase lots of shit.
That's what I'm saying.
And we have divorce.
Huh? What does that erase?
The marriage.
I don't know why that did click in my head. I'm like, what does that do?
That was a mistake.
Let's get rid of that. I'm trying to think. I feel like I could keep going, but I want you to say something.
I feel like there's things that like annoy me, but like.
All right, I have one. So, you know how people like do things because they want like acknowledgement or like they want you to be like, oh my God, you're so great. Don't. Do it because you want to do it. Don't do it and wait for fucking praise.
Yeah.
Do it because that's something that you genuinely want to do. Don't buy me a birthday gift because you want a birthday gift. Buy me a birthday gift because you want to, because I'm not getting you a birthday gift because we're not that close. Like, do it because you want to do it.
Yeah. I've interviewed people before where I was like, well, what do you look for in a leader? And if they're like, oh, I want positive reinforcement, I want praise, I want to hear that I'm doing a good job, I'm like,
nah,
oh,
ain't
you're
gonna
not going to work right with
Nope.
me because you ain't going to get it from me. You used to always want it from me.
I will
also.
give it to you if you're not fishing for it. I'll be like, great job. It was great to have you today, this and that.
Yeah. Like,
It's called words of affirmation, bitch, and that's my love language, which we're going to jump into. Another episode is love languages.
Yeah, I know. You always want words of affirmation, so I don't understand.
And I always got...
Here's another hypocrite thing.
I always got the one thing I didn't want, which you swore was my love language, was fucking gifts. I'm not mad, because I do love gifts, but that was never my love language. I wanted you to lay with me and tell me I was pretty. Quality time and words of affirmation.
Okay.
And you would lay with me and say, you don't have an ass. You're fat. You did the total opposite. I'm just kidding. You weren't really that bad. You were not great, but you weren't bad.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I'm sure you have another one.
I do have. Why do so many things bother me?
I don't know.
You know what else I don't really care for? When like someone has like an infant or a newborn and you like walk by it and the parent looks at you like it looks at the baby and looks at you like, I don't want to acknowledge your baby. Like, don't make me feel like I'm forced to like, look at that baby. Because if it's ugly, I'm going to tell you baby's ugly. But
like,
think about it. You're probably looking at that person walking and looking at ghosts, like, acknowledge my dog. Take notice. Humans with babies do this.
I mean, I totally acknowledge dogs. And sometimes, like, if the baby's really cute, or if it's, like, doing something funny, like, I'll acknowledge the baby. But, like, otherwise, I don't acknowledge.
Let's be realistic. How many babies are really that cute? They're not. They're like little aliens.
When they're, like, 1 or 2 years old.
They're like little flesh aliens.
Maybe not, like, brand new.
But some infants are actually cute, I guess. But rarely.
I don't know.
But take notice. You're going to notice people are, like, waiting for you to, like, compliment their baby. And let me tell you, if I say, oh my God, look at their shoes, your baby's ugly. If I don't say your baby's cute, like right out the gate, or I love her shirt, or if I, like, just trust me, your baby's probably not cute. So I'm going to say something about its outfit.
I feel like if I had a baby, like, I wouldn't want anybody to even acknowledge the child. Like,
is that how you were raised?
Like, don't talk to my baby.
Well, some parents are like that, where they're like, don't come near my baby.
That's how I feel like I would be.
It's like stranger danger.
Like, I don't, like, if I'm out, like, don't talk to me. Like, don't talk. Like, I don't want people to talk to me. Like, and
so your baby's going to be socially awkward because you don't let it socialize with anybody. So it's going to be worse than you.
Socializing.
There you go, goo goo gaga.
It'll socialize with the people that I want it to be around.
No one. So you and your baby will be alone in the house watching Netflix.
That sounds amazing.
I know. Just being around no one sounds amazing.
But, like, will the child like what I'm watching, or do I have to watch, like, Coco Melon? Because I
no, really Coco Melon isn't Coco Melon out now? You have to watch, like, Miss Rachel or some.
Regardless, do I have to watch something for the child, or can they just watch?
Like, until they fall asleep.
I mean, I like cartoon movies. Like, we can watch, you know,
like
Nemo.
Encanto.
And yeah.
Did you see Encanto?
Yeah, of course.
Did you watch, what's that one? Lucas? That was cute. Luca? With the gay fish boy?
Yeah.
That was cute.
Yeah, it was all right. This isn't the point of the episode. What else grinds your gears?
I think I want you to give me one.
Terrible customer service.
Like in what?
In all aspects.
Like in retail and restaurant, like in any of it?
In anything, yeah.
So like that's why you don't go to Walmart? Because you can never find someone to help you. And then you get shitty service and you do get in fucking line.
I was thinking about it today. I think I went to like a clothing retailer recently. And like, if somebody would have helped me and been like, oh, I'll try this on. Like, oh, let me show you the new stuff. I would have walked out of there spending hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
But like, when you go in and nobody wants to help you at all, like, it's like.
That's why Bath & Body Works and Lush do so well. And certain clothing brands do so well because you don't like pounce right away. You acknowledge them as soon as they walk in. You give them that chance to kind of settle in, and then you approach.
Right.
People that when I come visit you at work once in a while, people like know who I am, and they still don't leave me the fuck alone. Like I know what I'm doing, but I appreciate that they're still trying to help me.
Right.
Which is what they should do.
Like I hate when people just like ignore you or just like stare at you or like you ask them a question and they look at you like, duh.
It makes you want to steal, like see what I can get away with. If like you give me bad, I never will. But it makes you want to be like, what can I get away with if you don't even want to bother with me right now?
Right. Like, you know, people when they're just sitting there on their cell phones and stuff like that. Or like, and even that, like, okay, cool. All of that, as much of annoying as it is, that doesn't necessarily grind my gears. What grinds my gears is when I literally ask you for help. When I come up to you and I'm asking you to help me. And you just either have an attitude, you don't care, like, that pisses me off. Like, all I want is assistance. All I want is help. Like, I've had huge customer service issues with, like, fucking Comcast. Like, I will never use Comcast, Xfinity, any of those because of the awful, terrible customer service that I got 20 years ago at this point, 15 years ago.
That's really fucking petty.
But, like, it was so bad, like, it literally left a sour taste in my mouth.
Who's your phone?
Verizon.
Okay.
But, like, I will not, like, no. Like, I don't know. It pisses me off. Like, don't give me a fucking attitude, and I'll give you an attitude right.
Quit your job. If you really are that unhappy, quit your job. Yep. Find something you're passionate about, because clearly folding sweaters, when I ask for a size medium and you don't want to help me find it, Michelle, is an issue.
Is that why you quit Gap after 2 days?
I could only fold because I could only fold the same sweater for 3 hours straight. And it wouldn't let me be on the register until I verbally sold like X amount of dollars of enclosed, which is fucking dumb because I can upsell from the fucking register, you moron. Ask anybody that I worked at Lush with how much upselling I would do. Even now as a leader in like the restaurant, how much upselling I do. Like I will drop off a food and be like, you guys want a round of shots? Sure do. That's what, like, you just want to give people the best experience you can. I treat people the way I would want to be treated when I go out.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that I do that because I treat people differently than what I want to be treated because I don't want people to talk to me, but I talk to them.
But you get what I'm saying. Like, you would, whatever.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
I always forget that that's one until it happens. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to tip you, but I have to because, like, that's my industry.
Right.
But you are so bad at your job. Do you ever, like, tell the manager or, like, want to tell the manager?
When I come to your restaurant.
Because it's me, you're like, I'm going to tell you a story. What I did like one time is you and I a while ago were shopping. I think it was before you joined. It was. You loved the service that these girls gave you. When I came into the job where you worked before you started working there, you got such incredible service that you like were asked for the manager. Do you remember this? And you're like, I would like to speak to the manager. And he came out and you're like, I want to tell you X, Y, and Z was great, blah, blah. And he's like, he was kind of not like dismissive, but he was like, oh, like just like nonchalant about it. I would have like, oh my God, I love hearing feedback about my staff.
Yeah.
So I just thought I love that you did that. And I was annoyed that he was so dismissive because I'm like, you're just what we don't want from people is.
You know what's really funny about that? I didn't remember that story at all until you just told me that.
Do you remember it now?
And I now know that manager.
Is he still dismissive?
Kind of. But like I didn't know, like I never remembered that. Like even meeting him, like even going through, like I never remembered.
You like went out of your way. You're like, I love X, Y, and Z. And now you went to the back of the store and they got the guy and the guy came out and you were like, I just want to tell you, like, it was a little awkward, but like,
yeah,
I love that you were just trying to praise someone. And he was like, oh, thank you so much. Like very just.
But I mean, it is awkward, like being on the opposite side of things. Like if someone comes up to you and is like, that person's so great. And I'm like, thanks.
Because honestly, when people ask for the manager, you come out like ready to fight.
Right.
You're like, what am I getting into?
And then people are like, they deserve a raise. And I'm like, ha, 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 ha. Like, what? Like, that's not my options.
Yeah. So that's what's funny. That's not for you. I wrote that to remember what to delete.
Oh.
No, I can delete this. No, I'm kidding. We're not doing that. Anything else?
I don't know. Well, yeah, it's your turn.
No, I just went 3 times.
I said customer service.
I just went 3 times in a row.
Well, I can't think that much about things that grind my gears. Things annoy me, but like there's nothing that, like, not nothing. There's only so many things that get me that worked up.
Like what? You know what?
I just told you everything that gets me that worked up.
Girl, when people don't.
You know what really pisses me off? You know what really grinds my gears? You. When you're trying to push me to do something and, well, what else? Well, what else? Well, what else? That really grinds my fucking gears.
Well,
I told you. I told you.
I don't like people that do not control their fucking children in a public setting.
Yeah, we've talked about this on an episode.
Again, Peggy Sue, why the fuck is your child climbing up that tree or running around spitting on that fucking dog? Because you know the moment that dog turned around and bites you, you're like, oh my God, Peggy Sue loves dogs. Bitch, control your fucking kid. You and your kid are both Peggy Sue. Control your fucking kid.
What?
I don't fucking know. I'm just so annoyed. Because I don't like kids in general, and especially when their fucking parents are assholes and don't control them even more.
Yeah. No, I get it.
You know what else I don't like?
What?
People that ghost you. But that's where I can't really complain because I'm a ghoster. I haven't been.
So again, hypocrite.
I get it.
We're just going to keep going
this. The name of the episode is Hypocrite. Have you ever been forced to ghost someone now?
Forced to ghost somebody?
Like you told them I'm done, and then they just fucking kept going. You're like, I'm going to disappear.
Not to the extreme that you've had. But,
I don't want to talk about it.
But yes, I have. I've had that happen.
So I understand, like, you
but also
not liking people that don't listen.
So what about on the opposite side of that? Like, Does it really piss you off like when you want an answer and you don't get the answer?
What do you mean?
Like, so like, I'm not saying that this happened in your scenario necessarily, but if like you were waiting for like a response, like you said something like, and now like they haven't responded to you or they haven't given you that answer or that response.
I don't know that like, I mean, I just have low expectations of people anymore. So I don't think I expect much of anyone, because no one is going to be as great as I am and no one's going to treat me the way that I treat them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like my expectations of people just in general have lowered. What did I share today? Like, I don't have expectations anymore. I have requirements. I have requirements now on people. I don't even have expectations.
Okay.
Right?
We can get into your requirements on another episode.
I'm just saying, though, like, I'm just talking about the lowest. Listen, we normally ping pong. Everyone's expecting us to ping pong and go off route and come back.
Okay. What are your requirements then?
I know we're not getting into it. I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying, like, I was off topic because that's what we do. We're not going to dive into it.
Got it.
But I'm curious what other things you had.
I have a good one. One of the things that really like pisses me off is like people like, okay, so we are in like a very political environment right now, right?
Okay.
And like I feel like people that are ignorant to things have such like they have such opinions. Like they have such strong opinions on things that they don't know anything the fuck about.
They're very uneducated about it.
That's what ignorant means.
Yeah, I know.
So are you uneducated?
I am. I will 100%. That's why you don't ever hear me make a peep about politics, because I don't know who Bob or Michelle are.
Right. But like it's not even like, here's the thing. Like I even though I might sway a certain way, like at the end of the day, like I am very open-minded to everybody's thoughts, opinions, everything along those lines. But when it is super fucking uneducated, like when it is super like it comes from nowhere and you just blabbing shit and it's wrong,
and they try to force it down your throat.
right? That's another thing. Like, don't force anything down my throat.
Yeah.
Like, listen, you can think whatever you want. You can feel however you want. Do not, under any circumstance, try to put those feelings on me.
Yeah.
Because that pisses me off.
Did it happen to you a lot?
Sometimes.
Wait, I want to pop back onto customer service really quick, because I just remembered a situation. I went to a local restaurant a few weeks ago, and they had just opened. And one of my regulars was sitting at the bar from my restaurant that I work at. And they said to the bartender, "What's your name?" And the girl said, "Why do you want to know my name? Do you plan on coming back?" The bartender said this to them: "Why do you want to know my name? Do you plan on coming back?" And I looked over at my regular, and she looked at me, and I was like, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't coming back now.
What does that even mean?
Like,
why would she ask that? Like, I don't get that.
exactly. You clearly have never been a bartender, because you don't ask people, why do you want to know my name? Even if you lie, just give them a name.
Do you plan on coming back? But like, I can't comprehend it. Like what?
Why am I going to bother telling you my name if I'm not going to see you again? Maybe. Like, I don't know what her fucking thought was. I just thought it was the rudest question. I looked over at my regular and I was like,
well, now I'm not.
and I don't think they've been back since. And I don't ever plan on going back, because I was just like, that was fucking weird. And clearly you have never been in this industry before, and they have no idea what they're doing with hiring.
Yeah. I know something else that grinds your gears.
Oh, I'd love to play this one. Let's play this version of it. Yes. Oh, I'm really excited. I don't know what you're going to say.
But that you're also hypocritical.
Is it going to make me fucking pop off? And then
no,
right,
it was
ready.
just our last episode. Cheating.
I just don't get it.
Unless you're the cheaters.
But like, yes, or I've cheated before I realized I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did it before I realized I don't like it.
Got it. But like, in the grand scheme of things, like I think that just comes back to like the being a liar. Like,
yeah, just honesty in general is really not that hard. It is for a lot of people for some reason.
Right.
Are you one of those people? You know, oh, I thought of something. People that don't tell me I have a fucking bat in the cave or my breast stinks or like I have an eye boogie,
Your armpits.
my arm, like anything.
You got food on your face.
Exactly. Whatever the case may be. One of my favorite things was a guy I was dating was like, your breath smells like mothballs. And it ruined my day because I was like, how do I fix that? But I took care of it. But it was like, I love that he was so honest. But is it only because he was dating me? But like, was I running around with this breath for so long and no one told me?
I don't know.
And how long was he dealing with it before he told me?
True.
I will tell you, even customers, I'll be like, hey, how's your weekend? Oh, girl, you got eye boogie. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I will tell anyone. There was a lady at the eyebrow place the other day. Well, that was like months ago now. I got my eyebrows threaded and I went to sit down and she had like something stuck in her, like in her hair. And I was like, you got crud in your hair. And she's like, oh my God, thank you, girl. I like pulled it out. She probably didn't call me girl, but like, you know, whatever. But why not? Just be nice to each other and tell each other like, you got shit in your teeth.
Have you ever said something and like accidentally said something though? Like
What
you
do you
said
mean?
something like maybe you were like, oh, you got something on your face and it's like a giant mole or something like something that they can't
Are you
fix.
doing this on purpose? Because I have the worst experience. You did. You brought this up on
No,
purpose.
I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about.
So-
Was I there?
No.
Do I know this story?
I don't know. I would imagine you
Well,
did.
You're like tearing up right now.
Because it still haunts me. So I was working when we lived in Long Island. I was working at Lush. I can say where I worked. And I went over to greet a customer and I saw she had crutches. And
I do remember this story.
dude, it's mortifying. And I said, oh my God, what happened to your leg? And she said, oh my God. She said, I don't know. I was young. And I looked down and there was no leg. Andrew, you cannot laugh. I was mortified. I'm literally crying now thinking about it. I felt so bad, but she was so nonchalant about it. But I was like, thank God, that could have been so bad.
Right.
So no, I've never been like you got that. So yes, I guess I have. But I blew what you asked me out of proportion because no, I've never done anything that like low key. I felt so, and she was such like a teenage, beautiful kid and like just so easygoing about it. And I was just like, what can I do for this? Like, I couldn't even do anything to like help her. I was just like, I wanted to like give her everything for free because I felt so guilty for being such an ignorant jerk off. But yeah, I thought you were asking me on purpose.
No.
Have you ever done that?
No, but I also am not really the type of person, like, unless I know you, I'm probably not going to say something. Or unless I'm like, it's very prominent that it's like not right. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, you got something on your face. Like, I'm not going to say that unless like I literally just watched you eat ice cream and I see that there's like, you know what I mean?
But
like,
do you ever notice like the people, like when you do tell them that, like the panic that hits their face and like a boogie and then they like try to, why do people care so much? Like, I'm always like a boogie and I'll just like get down and eat it.
Did I ever tell you the story? So I was at work one day and this sweet young girl comes up to me and is like, Andrew, I need to tell you something. And I'm like, I'm busy. Like, what's going on? Like, I'm literally like running around. I'm sweating. I'm like so fucking busy. And she comes up, I got to tell you something. I'm like, what?
Her
Like,
zipper was down.
I'm like, what? What? I was like, don't you see that I'm busy? Like, what? She's like, your pants are wet. I'm like, what?
Your pants are wet?
She's like, the back of your pants are wet. And like, I don't wear underwear. So I was wearing khaki. I was wearing khaki. I told you I was running around. I was sweating. I had swamp ass.
Oh.
Like, I was like sweating.
Oh, that's sweet. What a nice girl.
I was like, thank you. I was like, no, I'm just sweating. Like, it's okay. She's like, I just didn't want
She's
you
like,
to,
it's not, girl.
I just didn't want you to like not know. I was like, thank you. Like, I really appreciate that.
See, that is sweet.
Then I went and got Marissa and I was like, why didn't you tell me that my ass was wet? She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, she just told me that I'm sweating and my ass is wet. And I turn around and I show it. She literally falls to the ground laughing. She peed herself.
Was it that wet?
Yes, it was that
Why is
wet.
it so hot in there?
It was that way. I was literally like, I was in the back. I wasn't on the sales floor.
Oh, then who cares?
I was in the back. I was running around. I was lifting boxes. I was throwing shit. Like I was doing all kinds of stuff. And then it gets better. Later that day, I cooled off. I like wasn't wet, like whatever. I was fine. Later that day, I was fixing something. I squat down. My whole fucking pants ripped.
Did your junk fall out?
Yes.
That's mortifying.
It wasn't in front of anybody, luckily, but
Balls just falling
it was
out.
like,
Ew.
it was like mortifying. And I was wearing like an undershirt, so I took my shirt off and I wrapped it around my waist.
An undershirt is that big? It's right around your waist?
I took the overshirt off because I was wearing an undershirt.
Okay. I was like, bitch, an undershirt is not tied around nobody's waist. So no, speaking of like junk falling out, the only thing I
Does
won't
that grind your gears?
No.
Because I feel like that wouldn't grind my gears. I would like that.
Junk falling out?
Yeah.
Which is why I don't tell men when their zipper's down. I'm hoping their dick is going to pop out. That is one thing I will not tell someone, that their zipper is down.
Have you seen like that TikTok? Like, what's the thing? The audio, the TikTok audio that was like, your zipper's down. He's like, oh, I didn't say zip it.
Yeah, I did. I masturbated to it once.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. Another
Nice
funny.
cock.
Is that another TikTok?
Yes, that's another.
I don't play on TikTok like you. I should probably get better at it because a lot of the stuff I do find is really funny.
Yeah.
Dude, there's just one. Remind me to show you the coffee guy. It's so hot. Anyway, there's another thing like where someone has something on him and you tell
Is that
them.
his name?
No,
K-O-L.
no.
Okay.
So there is one
'Cause
time
that's
me and my
somebody that
friend
I
were at
follow.
like a water park. I was like, oh, girl, you got a hair stuck to you. And I pulled it and it was stuck. And I was like, ugh. And I like let go of the hair real quick. I was like, I must have made her feel so big because I was like, ugh, that it was stuck. It was disturbing. She also had a really hairy vagina.
It was what? Wait, hold on. Go back.
So it was like on her chest and it was like a hair. And I was like, oh, you have a hair on your chest. Like, because we were in a bathing suit.
But it was like grown. Like it was like coming out of her chest.
I didn't know that until I went to pull it off for her and it didn't move. And I was like, ugh. And I like grunted and let go of it.
Well, when you said it was stuck, like I thought maybe it was like
no,
sticking
it
to
was
something,
growing
like,
out of her.
There was like one long hair.
Yes. And there's another instance, same girl. We were in Donny Park together, like in the, did you ever hear this story?
No.
So we were at Donny Park together, same trip, in a bathing suit. And like, you know, the water park, the stairs are pretty high. So you have to like stand with like people. And like sometimes your butt is in front of someone and your pussy's in front of someone. Well, her pussy was right in my face and she had a bathing suit on. She clearly had a wild bush. That shit was growing out the sides of her bathing suit and touching each other like a fucking clamshell. It was
It was not that extreme.
Andrew,
There's no way it was
that's
that
how I
extreme.
remember it.
There's no way it was that extreme. It like wrapped around and was touching it. No.
It was eating her bathing suit.
How old was she? How old were you?
We were maybe 17, 18. I was scarred though. I think that's why I'm gay.
Oh, you were gay way before that.
That bush was eating her bathing suit. It was disgusting. Anyway, but yeah, that scarred me too.
Don't you like a good bush on a guy?
It's very different.
Why is that very different?
I don't know. It just is.
How do you feel about like armpit hair on a guy?
I love it.
What about
I think
on a
men,
girl?
period, should be fuzzy. I love women who have armpit hair.
So what's
That
the
was like
difference?
back then I was young and like, I don't know. I was just like,
Do you care if a woman has pubic hair now?
No, because I don't fucking want to look at it, nor am I going to see it. I'm not going to touch it. Hopefully it's never in my face
If
again
you were
at a
at
water
Dorney
park.
Park and someone was in front of you,
I would whisper into her asshole, girl, you got a hairy clam. I don't fucking know. I don't really care enough anymore. Like I'm a
you know
very
what really
different
grinds
person.
my gears?
Me, I get it.
Judgmental people.
You did tell me that earlier. You told me that during the shoot the shit. That you hate
People
it.
that are fucking judgy.
And I told you
And you're
during,
very judgy.
as are you, my friend.
I am quietly
Shut-
judgy.
exactly, bitch. I'm a better person for being more honest about it, okay?
I'm not.
I'll be
really
like, you saw that,
judgy.
bitch?
I'm not really judgy.
Either am I.
You are.
I'm playfully judgy. I can also be a shady cunt, too. I'm not going to lie. It is what it is. We all judge each other. That's the society we live in, is we're all just judging one another for no fucking goddamn reason. Whether they're better than us, not better than us, worse, like, you know, just why do we care?
I know
I
something.
say this, but I still care. I don't fucking know.
I know something
Again, hypocrite.
that really grinds my gears. That
I'm listening.
really, really, really grinds my gears.
I was trying to think of something that I knew grinded your gears.
Paper straws.
Really?
Oh my God.
You're not the only one, but that is such a silly thing to be so worked up over.
Oh my God. I hate them so much. I hate them so much. Give me a metal straw.
Ooh.
Give me a what do they make? They make them a glass straw.
Corn, all kinds of weird.
Yeah,
shit
they
now.
make them out of avocado seeds.
Uh-huh.
Like those ones are good. They're like a plastic. They're not plastic, but they're like a plastic.
Yeah, but they're biodegradable.
Right. Give me something.
Rubber. I love rubber straws.
I don't even.
But rubber straws grow bacteria sometimes, and that freaks me out.
I don't even need a straw. Like that's the thing.
That's
I don't need a straw half the time.
For no straw lately.
Unless it's a milkshake, some sort of like
then, a
smoothie.
milkshake is way more fun to eat with a spoon.
Okay,
You ever eat
fine.
a milkshake with a spoon?
But if I
Way
need a
better.
straw, like if I'm taking the milkshake to
Boba
go while I'm
tea.
driving,
You
like-
need a straw for your boba tea.
right? You need a straw for that, for
They
a
all got paper
smoothie,
boba tea straws.
for a frappuccino,
Is it called boba tea? Am I saying it
for a
right?
slushy.
Ooh, or a Slurpee, like the one with the spoon on the end.
Sure,
They should make giant milkshake spoons like that.
they do.
No. I don't really eat milkshakes that often. I can think of two things. I don't think they might grind your gears, but I'm just going to throw them out there.
And these are you saying what grinds
Yeah.
my gears.
You ready?
God.
One is like Christmas cards and like birthday cards, and you hate that stuff, don't you?
It doesn't grind my gears, but yes, I hate cards. Like I
It's
feel
a
like
waste of money.
it is such a waste of money. It's a waste of time.
Just
it's a
take me
waste
to
of,
dinner
like-
or hand me cash.
right, or like write it directly on the gift,
Also,
or like some, you know what I mean? Like
I don't mind cards, but like even flowers. I like flowers. I'd rather have a plant.
I agree. I agree.
I think we've done that for like that. I think we probably started that, and I've just kept that. Like I love flowers. I will happily receive them.
right.
But I'd rather have something like I can nurture and take care of and like watch grow into something that's
Right,
not
exactly.
a child.
Like it's literally like you gave me something that's going to die in 3 days. Like it's kind of a waste of money.
Is this
like,
what's going to happen in our relationship? Are we going to die in 3 days? Buy me like a love bamboo that's still going to die. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That like heart bamboo? Like it died like 3 weeks in and the other one slowly died and now we're dead. So it's similar. So that's what you were telling me. Souvenirs. You also hate souvenirs.
I don't necessarily hate souvenirs, but I feel like a souvenir for me is like I want to appreciate where I've been. Like I don't care where you've been. Like what is that for me?
Then
Like
why did you need something from Disney?
I didn't need. Did you get me something?
Yes. Well,
Oh,
you wanted something from Pride, really, is what you were thinking. I guess you were
Right.
saying.
Right.
But
Like, I wanted something like cute that like
Disney's Pride collection was fucking horrendous.
it was terrible. It really was.
It was fucking horrendous. You did nothing for the
All
homosexuals
I
of the world.
wanted was the Mickey ice cream.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah.
Got it. Good.
Get it, gotta get.
Did you eat them?
No, they're still in my pizza.
Goodbye.
Well, honestly, I forgot that I had them. I don't really eat ice cream that much.
I know, you're getting skinny.
Oh,
It's not going to bode well for you.
what's not?
Skinny guys aren't in right now. Don't get too skinny. It's not going to work. You know what grinds my gears? Skinny guys. No kidding. What's the deal with that? Is there anything that grinds your gears about men?
I don't like when people when they're like they love bomb you and then they like back away and then they love bomb you and then they back away. Like I hate inconsistency.
Isn't love bombing what gaslighters do too? Like they gaslight you and then they realize they gaslight you and you call them out and then they throw a bunch of love at you and love bomb you. Isn't that like what gaslighters do?
I mean, no, but maybe. Like, I mean, those are two different things.
I thought love bombing was to make up for gaslighting. I'm pretty sure
Not
it's the
necessarily.
same.
I mean, it can be, but it doesn't have to be.
No.
But like, I hate when people are just like inconsistent. Like,
You know what really does grind my gears? When hotels or any other bathroom don't have good water pressure.
no.
If you have all these bathrooms, you should have all these things that can shoot pressure. Like it fucking spits water on you. Like you're wasting my time. I'm not cleaning.
But is that
anything.
like the opposite? Like when you have so many, like it's hard to keep a pressure because there's so many.
Then put more in different spaces. There's got to be a way to
do less
control
bathrooms. Like just everyone has to share a
that. Have
shower.
a communal. Oh, that would be nice. Could you imagine sharing a bathroom with a bunch of straight men at a hotel?
I mean, they have those. Like they have
They're called
hostels and
bathhouses,
stuff.
aren't they?
Well, I mean, that too.
That sounds nice. I do love a good bathtub. But this is not what we're talking about.
This isn't what we're talking about.
I also don't like
What grinds your gears about guys?
just them in general anymore. I'm not even me. I'm over it. I'm just doing me. It's way easier. It is really way easier.
Or like, how about like the people on the dating apps that like you and then never talk to you?
Like, yeah, don't match with me if I try to, when I match you and you don't say nothing to me. Because I ain't starting a conversation.
So why not?
Sometimes I will. If you're real cute, I will be like, hello.
I'm kind of the same way. Like if you're really cute, I'll be like, hey. But like if not, I'll be like, I'll wait for him.
Exactly.
If he doesn't,
Like,
then, oh well.
I don't need you here or there.
But then isn't that just how they feel about us then?
And it is what it is. And that's why the dating world is toxic and we're all going to be single forever. We're all going to dial in with our cats.
I don't have cats.
Me neither. They're gross. And they're not gross. I do like them because they're assholes. But
I actually do thoroughly enjoy cats. My ex had a cat, and I got along very well with it, and it was hysterical.
The cat was funny.
The cat is fucking hysterical.
Did it tell jokes? Like, why was the cat funny?
It did. I would literally like say something to it, and it would be like it would talk to me. Like like we literally had conversations.
Do you see that guy on TikTok that tells you how to talk to cats?
Meow.
Yeah, he's like meow. And I'm
it's like meow, and that means come here.
Yeah. So you saw the same video. Sure.
Meow.
It's not what it does. It's you sound like you're going crazy.
Meow.
No, that is not it. It's like
yes,
meow.
it is. No, it's not.
Meow.
No, it's not. It's meow. Because it's literally a dash. It's like MA-AH.
All right, we'll do it one more time. All right, thank you so much. One more time for the kids in the back.
I feel like anybody who's listening to this, like loud, not in headphones, and there's a cat around, is coming running right now. Everyone, cats running
there's someone on a farm in Michigan, and there's just wild cats running towards them. We apologize that you're just covered in pussy right now. That is not what happened. The cats are probably like, what the hell's happening to that? Get your life together.
Sorry.
Oh, shit.
Anything else last minute that grinds your gears?
What really grinds my gears is that when we posted this, like, I was like, oh, what grinds your gears? All these motherfuckers looked at the story, but no one fucking wrote what grinded their gears. You're all a bunch of jerk-offs. Fucking feed into our egos, please, and write back to us. No, but someone did write, what was it? Spanish screaming children or something? I'm like, is that the kids screaming in Spanish? Or is it like little Spanish kids that are just screaming? I was like, I don't know what they mean, but I did giggle out loud.
Are they being racist? Like, I don't get it.
I thought this person was from the Latino race, so I'm not sure. I'm not thinking. I know they're Latino, right? Are they Latino? Yes. I told you who it was. So I didn't know if they meant like kids that are like, Bandero, like just screaming Spanish words. Or if it was just like little Latino children just running around screaming.
Oh my God.
So you know who you are. Let us know which version you meant. Or am I completely reading your answer wrong?
Oh my God. So what advice do you have about gears that are grinded?
We don't need to give advice.
Yes, we do.
I'm just kidding.
That is literally the point of this podcast.
I'm just kidding. I don't really have advice to tell people.
I would say take a chill pill.
You should take that fucking chill pill.
Why? I just said there's only a couple things that actually grind my gears.
Whatever. It's true though. You shouldn't let things bother you.
Right.
If you're not going to remember in an hour or 3 days or one day, move on from it.
Did you ever read that thing that was like, if you had, I don't know, however many seconds there are in a day, if you had 525,600
minutes,
if you had $525,600 in your bank account and somebody stole $10 from you, would you waste the other $525,490 in order to get that $10 back?
No.
So it's the same thing. If you have $525,600,
I would put a cap on what I'm going to spend on my lawyer to get that $10 back.
But no, think about it in terms of minutes now. So if you have 525,600 minutes in a day, someone steals 10 minutes of it from you and pisses you the fuck off. Are you going to waste the rest of your day being upset about it in order to get those 10 minutes back?
No, I've never been like that. And I tell people all the time, take a deep breath and move on. Like, you literally cannot change what had already just happened.
Exactly. Take your 5 minutes, be fucking pissed off about it, go punch a wall for all I care, like, and then get over it.
A lot of people
it's not worth
over
it.
The dumbest shit.
Right. I have people that do that to me all the time, that they come and they start like, and I'm like, okay, vent, let's cool down. Is it worth the rest of your day? All right, shut up. What are you going to do about it now?
I always get the urge to slap people that act like that and like, just see how they would react, see if they would cool down. That's not the answer. But do you think they would just come out of it and be like, oh, you were right. You slapped me for a reason. You think they would get like more
Can
mad
you
at me?
please try it and let me know?
It's going to be you. Next time you get all worked up, I'm just going to slap the shit out of you.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No.
Not until the end of June. No, it's July. I can hate you.
End of July.
It's July. I can hate
End
you
of
now.
July.
Oh.
End of July.
Oh, all right. I'll hate you August 1st. I'll hate you at my dad's birthday. You should do something for my dad's birthday, shouldn't I?
Anyway, back to this.
We're off topic.
Any other advice for grinding gears?
No, I think what we had just said and what we dove in on is even the things we're complaining about. Why are we letting them grind our gears? Just move on.
Yeah.
Why do I care if there's a fingernail clip in my hair? Why do I care that there's a baby crying? Like, why does he care that babies are screaming bandejo? Why do any of us care about anything? Just live your life, worry about yourself, and move the fuck on.
Yeah.
And I think that is sound advice.
I do. Actually, I think this is the first time in any of our episodes
I
that
give
you
good
had
advice?
given sound advice.
I'm
But
like,
no.
suck a dick. Suck a dick and move on. That's what I tell people.
I would also say, like, open up about the things that bother you, like set those expectations, especially with people that are around you on a regular basis. Like if it's something that truly bothers you, let them know, because they can't fix it or prevent it from happening if they don't know that they're doing it.
Yeah.
So if someone's chewing loudly in your face, say, listen, I really don't like loud chewers.
I was not raised by animals.
So I would either really appreciate that you closed your mouth or that you didn't eat anywhere near me.
Yeah. I used to try to tell you that all the time when you would chew lab.
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't chew
Yeah, huh?
The only thing that you always got pissed off about is when
Chips.
when I was pushing my cereal down. I would clink the bowl with
I don't
the
know.
spoon, and
I think I was just
made
trying
a
to
lot.
find things to be mad at you about. I don't know. I was
What
a
else
child.
is new?
Also, so I learned from my mom to be like, what are you, a fucking cow? When people would chew with their mouth open. Or she would be like, do you live in a barn? When they would leave the door open.
Yeah.
My mom taught me to be an incredible human.
Well, guys, that has been a great episode, and we will see you next Tuesday.
Thanks for listening to my sound advice for once. See ya.